Hello everyone, welcome back once again. Last video we covered how to download and install Visual Studio 2026. This video we will look at how to create our first project in Visual Studio 2026. But before we do so, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So as you can see on the screen, I've got the new Visual Studio 2026. Yeah, to get us started, let's open our Visual Studio installer. Yeah, so as you can see here, I've opened the Visual Studio installer, and then this is, once you click on modify, this is a page that you get. So as you can see here, I've got a bunch of workload installed. Yeah, so basically to continue, you have to make sure you've got this box checked, ASP.NET and web development. So this will actually help you build web applications using ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET and whatnot. Yeah. Also make sure you've got .NET development. This will actually help you build desktop applications, Windows Phone, console applications, whatnot. Basically, this is very important for this video as we are going to actually use console app. Okay, make sure that you have this box checked, downloaded, and installed. Yeah, so once you are done with that page here, let's open our Visual Studio. Yeah, so I'm gonna click on the file and start the window. So basically, if you're actually opening it fresh, this is where you get. What we're going to do is create a new project. So as you can see here, I have the new project dialog being loaded. So if you are familiar with Visual Studio, then this wouldn't be a big problem. So here we've got a bunch of project templates that we can use. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So as you can see here on the languages side here, we've got a bunch of languages that we can use. But if you don't see the language that you prefer here, go back to the installer, go to the workload, and install that specific language that you want. Okay, so as you can see here, we code in C#, C++, F#, JavaScript, Python, and whatnot. Yeah, so basically you can create a project from a template within this language, and then have the platforms here. So on the platform side, create an Android application, Windows, Azure, iOS, Linux, Mac OS, and whatnot. Okay, and the project types as well. So here, obviously, select certain technologies like creating a desktop application, a console application, and a bunch more. Okay, so we're not going to look too much into that. So for the next bit here is you can select any project that we want to create from the project template. Yeah? Or if you don't find it here, you can type whatever project templates that you want and search it. Okay. For this video sake here, let's go ahead and select the console app. Yeah. Let's move on. So here, this is the configure your project dialog. Here, obviously, you can configure the project by giving the project name, solution location, and solution name and whatnot. Okay, but we're going to leave it as it is for this video. But no, you can change this to my first app or my first project and whatnot. But we're just going to leave that console app and then click on next. So here we can select what framework that we want to use. So there are a bunch of frameworks that we can use. So we have the 8.0, 9.0, which are the 9.0 is standard support, yeah. And then we've got the 10.0 preview. Yeah, but for this video sake, since 10 comes with the 2026, we just do 2026, select it, yeah. And obviously you can configure this bit here, but it's not really necessary. So let's go ahead and click on create. So if you want to select the container support here, you can check this box and select what container that you want to use. Let's have a look. So here we've got Windows and we've got Linux. So we're just going to uncheck it for this video sake and click on the create. This might take a while, so I'm just going to pause the So now, this is actually what we get. We've got a very simple console app, okay? So basically, the Solution Explorer contains the folder for the project. Yeah, so basically, the solution can contain a bunch of projects, okay? So for this video sake, yeah, we've only got one project inside our solution. Yeah, so this actually is just a very simple console app that prints out hello world, okay? But we're just going to create something very, going to add some code to this, okay? But to go ahead, yeah, let's have a look at what we've got here. So if we look at this, and if you're familiar with the previous Visual Studio version, so there's not much difference here. Pretty much got the same menu here, like file, edit, and whatnot. Yeah. So if we look here, as you can see, I've got Copilot, GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is just a code assistant that actually helps you write code, helps you edit your code and debug your code and whatnot. Yeah. It also helps you sniff out bugs in your code. Okay. But I will make a specific video for GitHub Copilot inside the Visual Studio 26 later on. Yeah, but for this video sake, we're just going to use it as a bit. But if you don't have it and you want to install it, I've got a video on how to install it inside the Visual Studio 2020. Basically, it's pretty much the same step. Yeah. So here, let's create a simple calculator app inside. So to select the project, we can use the hashtag. Yeah. So you can select any file. Yeah, or we can select the whole project or even the solution. So for this using here, let's go ahead and select the program.cs. So basically, what we are telling the Copilot, yeah, is to create a simple calculator app inside the program.cs. So here we've actually selected agent. So we've got ask an agent here. But with the ask, you control what code to apply, review, and accept. Yeah. But with the agent can code directly inside your inside the program.cs or inside your file. Okay, so let's go ahead. As you can see, I've actually selected agents, which means the code will be added here. So let's go ahead and select it. So as we can see here now, Copilot is actually editing the code for us. Yeah, so as you can see here, it's actually editing the program.cs. Okay, so this might actually take a while. Yeah, so I'm still going to pause it. So as you can see here now, it's actually been created for us. So if we can have a look at the code that has been added. If everything is fine, then we can click on keep. So this will actually save the code. And as you can see here now, we've got the program.cs updated for us with this code here. So as I'm scrolling down, if you don't have the Copilot here, yeah, you can pause it and then want, okay? So that's what we've got here for now. So let's go ahead and run it to see what actually comes out. So as you can see here now, it's prompting that enter the first number. So let's go ahead and enter some numbers and then enter operator. So basically, so I'm just going to add minus. So enter the second number. So I will just 10. So it's basically 23 times minus 10. So as you can see here now, we've got this. So it's asking you if you want to perform a number calculation. So we're just going to leave it as it is here now. Thanks for your time. Subscribe to the channel. Have a lovely day or afternoon, wherever you are. I will go ahead and create the next video in very soon. Yeah, so from now on, yeah, we're going to dig into Visual Studio 2026 and look at everything. Once again, thank you and bye bye.